Hello everyone, this is Just a Dad. Today I'm going to show you how to fix your Keurig K-Duo Essentials, the Add Water Light. So if your Add Water Light is not going out, I've got one here that's working and I've got one that I show you how to open it up. But first, my helper, Miss Fiona, would like a treat. Okay, so on this coffee maker, they've got one light. It serves two purposes. If it's flashing, that means your water reservoir in the back here is out of water. If it's on steady, that means it's time to descale. I've got another video to show you how to descale this. You can descale it with vinegar or with the Keurig solution. So if your light just won't go out and it's on steady, that means it needs to descale it. It doesn't mean you're low on water, and you should be able to still use it. Okay, so first off, these coffee makers are really not designed to be open. I pretty much broke this one opening it up to get it to this level, but I am going to show you the sensor, and there are a couple things we can try. So the water, when the water gets down to a certain level, that light's going to come on, and here's the sensor right here. And what that's going to do is, so at the bottom of the reservoir, the water comes in here, and as your water level is up in the tank, water is going to rise in this tube because there's the vent. This just vents out to the open. And we can see the other end of that is just an open line, so that as water goes in this tube, it's going to rise in this tube and fall in this tube. And the sensor is going to sense that. So when it gets down below this bottom wire, your Add Water Light's going to come on. So what happens is somehow this gets clogged, this little vent opening, and water cannot rise in this tube. And that prevents water from getting across the sensor and turning your light off. Now, sometimes insects will find their way into that little hole, sometimes maybe coffee grounds or something. I'm not sure exactly how it gets clogged, but it does get clogged. So we can try a few things. On this one over here, you can try to fill your water reservoir up and put it on and off about 20 times. What that's going to do is that's going to force water into those pipes and stuff, and it may unclog that line. Again, just lift it up and down a whole bunch of times. Okay, so here's the one I've got taken apart. Again, here's where you put the cake up. There's where that opening is going to be. Now we can access that. We're going to open this up. Be careful, there is a sharp needle up here. Make sure the coffee maker's been off and unplugged. Okay, so right here, there's two tabs. Lift both these tabs up at the same time, and this top cover is going to come off. Okay, so here's how we're going to do it. You're going to, both these tabs, yeah, they just both lift up. You got to close the handle. Be careful, this can all break. Now this cover just comes off. Okay, so the access we're going to get now is right back in here. I suggest using a vacuum cleaner if you can with a little of attachment. I'm afraid if you use like an air gun or something, you may blow the obstruction farther down in there. So as we can see back in there, there's that opening. That needs to be free. So make sure there's not an obstruction there. Again, I would use a little vacuum cleaner. Worst case scenarios, I would blow it, but you might just blow the obstruction farther down. Now, gaining access to this part, this is extremely hard. I got another video that I show you how I actually took this one apart. It destroyed it, taking it apart. But if you can somehow get to this tube here and get that obstruction freed, I think that's going to help out. Okay, so now let's put this back on. It's got these two tabs right here. This is what it looks like. You're going to put the handle down first. Set it on here. You got to put the back in first. So slide the back in, then the front's going to come up, and then you got to kind of just, you'll hear those two tabs snap into place. Again, having that light on could be that just, if it's on steady, it's time to descale. If it is flashing at you, that does mean the Add Water sensor is not sensing you need water. And then what typically, if everything is working right, there is a minimum line here. So the Add Water Light should come on somewhere around here. It shouldn't be up here or up here. You should be somewhere around this minimum light when that Add Water Light starts flashing at you. You don't want to run these things dry. Running these things dry can hurt them. And that Add Water Light, that prevents you from doing a brew whenever the Add Water Light, so it's not going to let it run dry. But if it's not working right, it might let you suck air into the system. Again, check out my next video. I'm going to show you how to descale this. I also have a detailed review on how to use it. And there is a video where I show you how to take it apart. If you could, hit the thumbs up button down underneath the video. That really helps my video out. Hit the subscribe button also. Thanks everybody for watching.